Thank you for joining me in today's video. Today we're talking about daily time management tips. My name is Aditi. I need to read this because this is very new. My name is Aditi. I absolutely love helping people grow, change their mindsets, and be their best selves, which is true, but I haven't memorized that shit. So that's who I am. And let's get into the video. The first tip is having one goal of the day. You know, at the end of the day, if there's nothing else that I accomplish, but I accomplished this one thing, I'll have been happy. And usually my goals can be big, like, okay, I want to script 3 YouTube videos, or I want to record 2 YouTube videos. I want to work on music production. But that's my first tip, is having one goal for the day. And if nothing else was accomplished and it was the end of the day, what would make you happy? Is that spending more time with family? Is that, oh, I want to go for a run, or I want to meet my friends? Whatever that goal is, it could be anything. But every day I have one goal, one thing to achieve that if everything else went wrong, I'll still be happy at the end of the day. And most days I am happy because with that one goal, it seems so simple, it's just one thing. Imagine if you accomplish your one goal every day for a year. You'll have gotten much farther, you know, in terms of happiness, your goals, whatever, by having accomplished that one goal. Having one goal for the day is very attainable, and it's something you have to do if you don't do it already. The second daily time management tip that you must implement into your day goes off of the first one. It's about time blocking. Every day, for about 2 to 4 hours of every day, based on this one goal, I will set aside time for that one goal. So I have a blocked period where, you know, I'm not texting, I'm not calling, I'm not talking to people. I'm just focusing on that one goal. If my one goal for the day is to hang out with friends, well, then that is the time block. Let's just say your one goal for the day is to be with your family for that day and maybe go to the park. Then your time block will be from 4 to 6 p.m. or 7 to 9 p.m., whatever it is. That's your time block where you're spending that time with family. Or let's just say you want to make music. That is your one goal for the day, is to progress in song number 12 a little more. Then that time block, it could be 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. You get to decide the time block, but having a time block every day for that one goal is going to help you achieve the one goal. And by the time the end of the day comes, you're gonna feel amazing. The next daily time management tip that I have is boundaries. Boundaries with others, boundaries with yourself, it could be with your manager, but boundaries in ways that you might not even recognize. It could be boundaries with work. When work ends at 6 or 5, I am done. That's it. That is my boundary with work. Or boundaries with myself. My boundary with myself is I'm not going to immediately scroll on my phone as soon as work is done. How do I accomplish my one goal for the day? Well, my boundary with myself, you know, like, okay, I get to call my partner, or I get to scroll on social media for a bit, but then I turn it off. I shut it off. Like, I have time for me. And then after that, let's focus on that time block. Let's focus on the one goal for the day, get that done, and then I have more time for myself. But it's boundaries with yourself, it's boundaries with work, or your partner, or friends, whatever it may be, to get what you need to get done. And I think that this is absolutely necessary on a daily level, because if you're sitting around texting people all day, or on social media all day, or you're working all day like your 9-to-5 job, you're not gonna get done what you want to get done for yourself. So I see boundaries as a way of giving love back to yourself. You might not recognize it in that moment. Scrolling on social media might seem amazing in the moment, like, no, this is what's gonna make me happy. But I've found those days where I'm just scrolling on social media for hours. At the end of the day, when I don't accomplish just that one thing, I'm a little unhappy. Whereas if I accomplish that one thing and do social media, I'm fine. I'm like, I've done what I needed to do. I get to do what I want now. So yeah, the third daily time management tip is just boundaries in various ways. You just need to recognize the ways in which you need to set boundaries in your life with other people or yourself. The fourth daily time management tip is setting up a routine that works for you. I love routines and habits because it is life on autopilot. You know, it sounds so disciplined and, oh my God, a routine, like a routine. No, the reason I love a routine is people and humans are just very habitual creatures. I've found, like, on autopilot, if my habits and routines are ideal and optimal, it's me on autopilot. Okay, after work, I just go to like a small coffee shop, get a tea, but I don't even think about that. That's just what I do. That's the habit, that's the routine. So the fourth tip that I could give you for your daily time management is take a look at your routines. Is it optimal for what you want out of life? And it might be hard at first to adjust the routine. However, once you do finally adjust the routine, get used to it, make it a habit, I promise you, you're gonna be so happy because it's life on autopilot. So when I was first setting up my routines, it was a little tough for me because I was like, oh my God, I don't wanna, right after work, I don't wanna go immediately to a coffee shop. But like, that's what works for me. What wasn't working for me was taking a 2-hour nap after work, scrolling on social media, getting only 1 hour of time for YouTube, and that's it. What did work for me was work, another time block of like personal media work, and then scrolling on social media. Once I do what I need to do, then I can have my fun time. But that's what works for me. So figure out a routine that works for you, and it will be like life on autopilot. I love it because it takes the brain work out of it. Like if I don't have to think about anything, my body is just immediately going to go into this routine that it's so familiar with, that it's been so familiar with the last 2 years. The next daily time management tip is work hard, play hard. As cheesy as that line is, it is so true. When I am working in my time block, I am working. Like the phone is away. I don't even know where the phone is. And then when I'm having fun playing, watching TV, social media, calling a friend, I'm fully present. And I will make a video about being mindful and present. But when I'm doing both and completely separating work and play, it feels so amazing because I'm like, when I'm doing work, things that I like doing, I'm doing it and I'm doing it well. Then when I am on social media, I fully allow myself to be on social media. I don't feel guilty because I'm like, this is my social media time, or this is my time to call a friend or a family or watch TV. But it's one or the other. But that goes more into the work hard. Like when you're working or doing something towards a goal you want to achieve, fully do that. So in your time block, like a lot of this centers around that time block for the day. When you're in that time block, work and work hard, work well, because you could get a lot done in 3 hours. I get so much done in 2 to 4 hours. It's insane. And it makes me think like if people just every day, 2 to 4 hours, just focus on one thing, they will get so much farther, even if that time block is every other day. I guess I didn't mention that. The time block doesn't have to be daily. I do it daily. It could be every other day. You have one goal for the day. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to have one goal for the day because the one goal could be calling a friend or calling family or meeting family or, whatever. So work hard, play hard. Do one well. Then do the other and do it well. But don't do both. Don't do both at the same time, because then you're just half-assing both. The last daily time management tip that I have for you is reflect and plan. At the very end of the day, I love to reflect on the day I've just had, because sometimes I'm hard on myself, like, oh, I didn't do enough, or these things went wrong. But even if things went wrong, this is the time to reflect on it. Okay, maybe some things went wrong. How could it be better? Or these are things went amazing. These are things I'm grateful for. Oh my goodness, like I had this amazing talk with a coworker, or, I made this amazing meal. I get to reflect on those things at the end of the day. Because every day, if you don't reflect on it, I feel like it goes away and it just becomes another day. By reflecting on my days, I give the meaning to each day that each day deserves. So that's the reflect part. The plan part at the very end of the day is planning the next day. I don't like to be in the day and plan the day on the day of. I like to plan the next day the night before, because then I'm just going into it. As soon as I wake up, I know what my goal is for the day. I know when my time block is. I know what my to-do list is. It's just planned out and ready to go. I've been doing this for a while. At first, it's tough because it's at the end of the night, you kind of just want to rest or just immediately go to sleep. But reflecting and planning, I've never regretted it. I might miss it here and there, but the days I reflect on my day and plan the next day feel amazing. I'm like, I know I have now given this day the final importance and the final recognition it deserves. And I've also planned the next day. I'm ready to go for the next day. So those are the 6 daily time management tips I have for you in this video. I hope you even implement 3 of these. If you implement even 2, you're gonna be way better off. I promise you. These help me so much. Genuinely, these help me so much. And I hope you take some of these and implement it into your daily life. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video. If you have anything you'd want me to make a video on next. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.